I'm Peter Sidwell and welcome to my kitchen. I have got a cracking pasta recipe for you. Rigatoni with hazelnuts, with buffalo mozzarella and some cavolo nero. Super good for you and absolutely delicious. Right, okay, let's get rigatoni in. So it's like big tubes, you know, like penne pasta,
Yeah.
but big uns. Rigatoni, this one. You could use any pasta you like, really. The Italians get very precious over what pastas and sauces. I don't really care.
Really?
Yeah, it's like certain ones for certain, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, that's too short.
I love Italians, but you know what they're like.
Yeah.
They get a bit stressed about it all. I do not. Right, into salted boiling water. We've got 400 grams there. Okay, that's going to cook 9 minutes, all right? So that is enough time for us to make a beautiful sauce and to introduce you to this lovely stuff. For me, buffalo mozzarella. Oh, love it. Don't like the fake stuff. Don't like cow's milk mozzarella because it doesn't really taste of much. Buffalo milk totally does. Olive oil into the pan. So we're going to make just a really lovely light sauce, which is what I like to do with pasta. So crush 2 garlic cloves and just run your knife through them. It doesn't have to be really finely chopped. It can just roughly chopped and in it goes. Don't have it on too high a heat because you don't want the garlic to go bitter. I've got some fresh lemon thyme. This is going to work really well with the hazelnuts, okay? Thyme and hazelnut, really nice combination. I've done a project with Oregon hazelnuts, so we've got their nuts. They're absolutely delicious. They're really nutty, which sounds ridiculous, but they are absolutely delicious. But what we're going to do is we're going to chop a few and just get the flavor, release the flavor, and let the kind of the garlic, the chili that I'm going to put in a minute, and the thyme work together with the nuts. These are already roasted. So what I'm going to do is just chop them roughly and in they go. Let's add a little bit of butter as well because butter and the nuts are going to work really well. It's going to make a lovely rich sauce. It's going to be delish. I want to add a little bit of heat as well. So I'm going to add some fresh chili, probably, what, half a chili, but all I'm doing is slicing it. So it's just in there. If you want to avoid it, you know, if some of you like chili and some of you don't, if you chop it into bigger pieces, it's easier to avoid. But if you chop really, really finely, it's not so easy. So let's just mix those lovely flavors together. I'm going to turn the heat up a little bit. Okay, right. Let's talk cavolo nero. So, this is like Italian black cabbage, they call it. You get a very thick stalk down the center. It's not very palatable, particularly for a quick cook like this. So all I'm going to do is score either side of it and then just pull it off, yeah? So now we've just got the leaf there. Do you do cavolo nero?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it, yeah.
You like kale, don't you?
Yeah, I like
Very
kale.
similar.
I like kale. I like cabbage. I like anything.
You
like
could
that.
use kale if you can't get cavolo nero. Very similar plant, I think. Very good for you. Full of iron. Leafy greens, good for you. Hazelnuts, good for you. Chili, good for you. Okay. So it doesn't take long to cook this. So we get it prepared. And what we're doing in this pan is we're building our flavors up, ready to add. So things are frying quite well there. I'm going to add some white wine. In it goes. Now we've stopped the frying process. Okay? And now all we're doing is bringing together, and look how golden that's gone from the nuts. Like the flavour is just brought together. Garlic, chilli, thyme, hazelnuts, butter and white wine. Lovely. What more does a girl want, eh, Emily? Right. Cavallonero. Just chop it. This will take about a minute to cook. All right, so it doesn't take long at all. So we're just going to prepare it ready. Because what you don't want to do is overcook it. Then it'll just be nasty. Right, let's put it to one side. What I'm going to do is also stir the rigatoni as well. So this is in salted boiling water. As always, we're going to steal a little bit of our pasta cooking water. And you'll find that you get like these little foamy, cloudy bits of water. What's the best camera for this? That one? That is starch. That's the good stuff. And you want that in your sauce because it kind of brings it together. And it makes it creamy without adding cream. And that's often what Italians do to make like pasta dishes really good. It's just these little touches. Not many ingredients, but everything done right. Okay. So let's get a bit of Parmesan in there. And this will kind of help with its creaminess. But it'll also give it just a little bit of bite as well. Lovely. Right, let's talk mozzarella. Okay? Buffalo mozzarella's the real deal. All right? So it's from Campania, which is a region of Italy. Naples is the main city. And that's kind of where they say the buffaloes live. And this is where the real stuff. And what you don't want to do is cook buffalo mozzarella. You just want to eat it. I mean, I've brought buffalo mozzarella home, haven't I, from work trips to Italy and things like that. And it's always so different, isn't it, to the kind of mozzarella we seem to tolerate in this country. But this is the really good stuff, and it's quite delicate. You know, you buy mozzarella in the supermarkets, and it's like a bouncy ball, isn't it? You can play squash with it. Whereas this stuff is so delicate. Because what they do is they take the curds and they melt them in warm water and kind of shape it all. So it's got this outer skin, which holds the mozzarella inside. It's really beautiful. So all I want to do for this pasta dish, I didn't want to stir it in there. I just want to really just tear it up, and it's going to be a base of our pasta dish. So when you tuck into it, right at the bottom, you get this little mozzarella surprise. Okay? So all I've done is take 2 beautiful buffalo mozzarella, and we just sat it at the bottom there. And what we're going to do is just a little drizzle of olive oil, tiny little bit of salt, not much because we've got salt in here. We don't need salt. And then a little bit of black pepper. And that's it, okay? That is our mozzarella, it's ready. Take our kale, and we're gonna add that into our sauce. Right, we've got like 1 minute to go with the pasta. This feels like an Emily dish, this. Yeah? Right, I'm going to take a little bit more pasta water, just so that the kale has got something to cook in, because my sauce has reduced. Look how cloudy that water is there. That's going to be lovely. And then just stir that together. Right, I'm just going to get colander for my pasta. Now remember, if you want if you want this recipe or you want any of our recipes from our Peter Sidwell's kitchen, just go to petersidwell.com. Get the recipe there. They're all there. You can also buy our latest cookbook as well if you want to. Right, pasta. Let's have a little taste. Really the only way. You have to be careful with rigatoni as well because it'll collapse if you overcook it. Okay, pasta's had 9 minutes. Let's just pour it through here. And that means we can save some of the pasta water in case we need it. Okay. Let's lift out from the water and then straight into the bowl. Or not even the bowl, into the pan. Let's get that out of the way. All right, to bring that on there? Yeah. Okay. So all we need to do now is just give this a good stir. And just bring that dressing over the top of the pasta. Because it's sat right at the bottom. There we go, that's what I wanted. And then I'm going to season it up with some like half the Parmesan. And then we'll finish it with the other half because it's always nice to have it on the top as well. But a little bit running through it just helps. And then the warmth of this pasta, look at that lovely mozzarella there. The warmth of it will just kind of melt that lovely mozzarella, but it won't cook it. Because if you cook buffalo mozzarella, you're just kind of losing that specialness of it. There we go. Get that. And then, bang. The last of that Parmesan over the top that makes lovely pasta dishes what they are. Oh, look at that. That is looking good. And there you go. That is how to make a beautiful hazelnut rigatoni with kale, chili, garlic, and buffalo mozzarella on the bottom for that beautiful surprise. This is absolutely delicious.